Hey folks, this is Best in Slot, and in tonight's video, this is a terrible hey, in tonight's video, we're going to talk a little bit about Jurassic World Dominion and speculate based on some interesting marketing materials that have recently appeared. Now, it is worth taking all of this with a big old grain, a truckload of salt, if you will. I don't know, and the truck is made of salt as well, just because this is based on, actually it's based on a piece of fabric, as you'll see very soon, and therefore nothing is set, nothing is solid, but it's fun to speculate, and the film is still bloody ages away, so we have to talk about something, basically. Let's get started. So, shout out to Magpie AJ for the first image we're going to look at. They went to a fabric store, and they saw this really cool fabric. Now, this is not the story stuff, but I do want to talk about it for a second because it's really cool. There's this constant, you're going to see it again in a moment on a different piece of fabric, but there's this theme of dinosaurs out in the wild. They're like a natural animal now and they're taking over different places. We've got T-Rexes over here in the mountains. We've got Let 'em Live, Let 'em Roam, which is the rural dinosaur conservationists of the United States of America. You know, people out there trying to protect the dinosaurs and let them roam the US nice and safely. The Meuse River lizard, and it's this Mosasaurus, which seems to me like the Mosasaurus has basically become a Loch Ness monster, which is also a really cool idea. Raptor chaser, pursue, protect, preserve. That's very hard to say 3 times. I tried to do it like 7 times. And, you know, it's a badge for like a ranger who goes out there and keeps the raptors away from the town, although I don't think there's many raptors out there, but that's neither here nor there. More dinosaur preservation committees, stuff like that. I think I've got another image a little bit further up. You can see a few more. Triceratops Observation Committee. If you think about dinosaurs becoming like an inbuilt part of our world, you would have stuff like this. Instead of bird watchers, you would have Triceratops watchers, or ceratopsid watchers, or herbivore watchers. People would eventually, actually I think fairly quickly to be fair, sort of ingrain these dinosaurs into their lives. Now obviously it's a little bit riskier. A Triceratops is probably more likely to hurt you than a robin is, but maybe it's a very angry robin, I don't know. But the point is, dinosaurs are now a natural part of this world. These next few images are going to come to us from Neo Jurassic. They do a really cool science-focused Jurassic podcast. Definitely go check out their Twitter, which is, you know, there on the screen. And they linked this image. I'm sure a few people have, but this is where I saw it personally first. And as you can see, this is generally speaking the same idea. I think this is more a general marketing thing than a fabric, but you can see it's got the same thing. It's got the topographical map in the background. It's got, like, you know, a warning symbol you may have if there's sauropods in the area, and we also get a glimpse of Blue, the T-Rex, and the Triceratops, and they've all kind of spread around the map, around the globe, and they're all going to find their respective habitats and ecosystems to thrive in. And we even have a dinosaur neighborhood. No, the dinosaurs in Jurassic World are capable of breeding. We've seen a baby Triceratops, we've seen a baby Nasutoceratops. The dinosaurs are able to breed. However, the Raptor squad never did, and seemingly couldn't. However, when creating the Raptor squad to give them some individuality, to make them more unique, to give them special, I don't know, tendencies and behavioural quirks, different animals, and this is very familiar to the original Jurassic Park, different animals were introduced into their DNA, and we have a little bit of a list here. It's Charlie got green iguana DNA, Delta was, they were very non-specific, but just birds, basically. Echo, I couldn't find any official information. People have suggested a green anaconda and stuff like that, but the green iguana and the birds were both said officially by people involved in the franchise. I couldn't find the same for Echo, so I don't want to speculate. Blue, however, was a very specific creature known as the black-throated monitor lizard. Now, why is that important? Well, this adorable guy here is the black-throated monitor lizard and his dinner, I'm afraid. Sorry if anyone hates this kind of image. Very, very cute. You can kind of see a little bit, you know, maybe this sort of lining down here was kind of inspired for Blue a little bit. I don't know, there's no direct crossover, really. But I suspect this has been done very much on purpose. We know Jurassic World was always planned as a trilogy. Colin Treverrow is a good lad, and I think he's had a plan for how Jurassic World was going to go right from the start, from Jurassic World to Fallen Kingdom to Dominion. No matter if you like the films or hate the films or whatever, it's irrelevant. The point is, I think there's been a plan from the very start, and it's been building up to Dominion from the very start. So why is the black-throated monitor lizard important? Well, they have an ability called parthenogenesis. This is a natural form of asexual reproduction in which growth and development of embryos occur without fertilization by sperm. And for some animals, monitor lizards, some insects, stuff like that, some species rely on on this entirely. They don't mate. They just replicate via parthenogenesis. I always want to call it parthenogenesis. They just replicate via parthenogenesis. So Blue has this DNA in her, this ability to reproduce asexually without another raptor present, and Blue is...
Houston, if you're ready, we'll maneuver. Reaching out.